I'm now looking at page 974, and it says solve using the quadratic formula. Remember, the quadratic formula is a bit of a doozy. X, meaning your solutions are negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all of that over 2a. All right, so your first step is to make sure that everything is in standard form. I'm going to take all of this and move it to the other side so that I have 6x squared minus 10x minus 4 equals 0. Because remember, we want to know the zeros. We want to know when y is equal to 0. A is 6. B is negative 10. C is negative 4. And I plug everything in over here. If you want, you can do the discriminant and see if it's even worth doing the whole thing. But let's go ahead and plug everything in. X equals negative of negative 10. You got to be careful. Plus or minus the square root of negative 10 squared minus 4 is part of the formula, here, minus 4 times A times C. All of that over 2A. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my discriminant and see if I even need to bother. Negative 10 times negative 10 is 100. 100 minus 4 times 6 is 24. Negative 4 times 6 is negative 24. And negative 24 times negative 4 is going to turn out to be a positive 96. So yes, I do need to keep going because I have a positive under the radical, which means I'm going to have two solutions. Okay. X equals the negative of negative 10. So I'm going to put 10 plus or minus the square root of all of that, because this is 100 from here, and then 4 times 6 times 4 is 96, and I had two negatives to cancel out, so that's a positive 196. All of that, 2 times 6 over 12. Okay. Now you get to go get a calculator because we're going to square root 196, even though I think the square root of 196 is 14, but let's double check. Okay, so yes, the square root of 196 is 14. So your two solutions are going to be 10 plus 14 over 12. And your other solution is 10 minus that square root of 196. So 10 minus 14 divided by 12. All right, 10 plus 14 is 24. 24 divided by 12 is 2. So one of my solutions is 2. I'm sorry, I'm being a paper hog over here. And then 10 minus 14 is negative 4 divided by 12. And my other solution is going to be x is equal to a negative 1/3 when I reduce that fraction. Okay, on number 10, since I was such a big fat paper hog, I am just going to do the discriminant, and we'll figure out how many solutions. So A is 1, B is also 1, and C is negative 20. B squared minus 4AC. That's going to be 1 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 20. That is 1. And then negative 4 times negative 20 is positive 80 times 1. Okay. So my discriminant is 81. Actually, this is not going to be too bad. We'll go ahead and do it. We're just going to come up here. Okay. X equals negative 1 plus or minus the square root of, what's my discriminant? 81. All over 2a. 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, so again, I kind of hogged some paper, so y'all do however, wherever you've got room. This is going to be negative 1 plus, what's the square root of 81? 9 over 2. And the other one is going to be negative 1 minus the square root of 81, which is negative 9 over 2. So negative 1 plus 9 is 8. 8 divided by 2. One of my solutions is 4. And the other one, negative 1 minus 9, that's negative 10 divided by 2. The other one is negative 5. That one wasn't too bad. Okay. On 11 and 12, I'm going to be a little neater. I'm going to promise to use my room a little bit more evenly. All right, number 11, I need to move some things so that everything's on the same side. I'm going to say 4x squared plus x to move it. So plus x, and then minus 4 to move it, so that I get 0, because remember we want when y is equal to 0. Okay, so a is 4, b is 1, and c is negative 4. The whole thing, quadratic formula, x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all of that over 2a. All right, so let's sub some stuff in. I have x equals negative 1 plus or minus 1 squared minus 4 times negative 4. Okay, because b squared minus 4 times a times c, all over 2a. All right, negative 4 times 4 is negative 16. Negative 16 times negative 4 is a positive 64 plus 1. We have the square root of 65, it looks like. 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. It's going to be positive, and then plus 1 is 65. Okay. Over 2 times 4, 8. So my two solutions are going to be negative 1 plus the square root of 65, whatever that is, over 8. And the other one is negative 1 minus the square root of 65 over 8. So let's do that. I'm going to take my little calculator, move this up a little bit. All right. Negative 1 plus square root of 65. Oh, turn your calculator on. Clear. Negative 1 plus the square root of 65. And I'm going to hit equals, and then that divided by 8. And let's just round it to 2 decimal places. So the first one is 0.88. And then the other one is going to be negative 1 minus the square root of 65 divided by 8. So the other one is negative 1.13. Oops, sorry, hang on. Let me move this up a tad so you can see. Okay. Okay, just so you're aware, like the solutions manual in the back of the book, you know, the one that y'all can access when you want to check your own work, they didn't go ahead and do the math out. They left it in this format. They just said x is equal to negative 1 plus blah, blah, blah. And the other one was x equals all of that. And that's okay. I don't know how they're going to ask that. So it could be one way, it could be the other. All right. I am going to leave 12 for you to do on your own.